Well, LeBron James, he's been saying some stuff. The other night after the Boston game, he said, for myself, 44 minutes is too much. I think Coach Spo knows that. 40 minutes for D-Wade is too much. We have to have as much energy as we can to finish games out. End quote. Seemed innocuous enough, but apparently in LeBron's mind, it was overblown a little bit. Suggested that he was killing his coach. So today, he said it blew up out of proportion, saying that I told Coach Spo that he's playing me too much and that he's a bad coach. You kind of understand sometimes what Randy Moss was talking about when he said, I will not be answering any more questions. I think he was joking, but I'm not entirely sure. And I'm not completely sure you should really follow Randy Moss's example.
That's a great
when it comes to anything but maybe catching a football. Anyway, the Heat back on the floor Saturday night against the Toronto Raptors. Chris Bosh, the Raptors' all-time leader in points, rebounds, and blocks, facing his old team for the first time. And that, of course, is the king himself, not talking but dunking. Here's Bosh. Aggressive to the rim, which is what people have been calling for.
Yes, play through traffic, play through the contact. Very nice move.
Oh, in the open floor, if you're Andrea Bargnani right there, you got no shot.
Well, if you don't foul him by the free throw line to go ahead and stop the play, then yes, you have no shot.
It's over.
Third quarter, Joey Dorsey strips Udonis Haslem. The Raptors on the run. It's Julian Wright with the dunk.
Very exciting play. They have some young talent on this team for the Raptors, but can they keep it going?
Active hands once again. We'll get it started once more. This time, Jose Calderon drifting to the three-point line. He'll knock that down in transition. He had 15 off the bench. Hit both the threes he tried. Raptors hanging around in this game throughout. Fourth quarter, DeMar DeRozan.
Wow, he has hops, not hopes.
The big finish there, and Toronto within 8. Andrea Bargnani. How much better is he when he puts it on the floor and goes to the rim?
Oh, I like him a lot when he does that. He gets more physical, not just settling for the three-point shot.
Yeah, he had 22 in this game. Haslem, the alley-oop there. Miami back on top by 6. Wade, miserable night on Thursday. Much better in this one. Remember, he was 2 of 12 Thursday night. In this game, 31 points, 11 of 16 from the field.
Sorry, D-Wade, that was a flash move.
The Kings at it again. Oh! Look at the elevation on the end of that. And then it's Wade, top of the key, to the rim. Bosh had some foul trouble, so didn't put up the big numbers he might have liked against his old team. He finished with 12 on 4 of 8 shooting. The Heat get to 6-4 on the year. Toronto's now 8-21 all time in South Beach. Wade, the big comeback game with 31 points. So the Heat continue to beat the sub-500 teams. They're now 5-0 against those, but just 1-4 against the better teams. And maybe we shouldn't be surprised by any of that, considering how little time they've really spent together. What, if anything, did you see from this game, Cheryl, that you can use as a building block?
Well, a couple things. I thought their offense was a little bit better. There's too much isolation. I don't see a whole lot of movement, ball movement and player movement, cutting and down screens and post-up situations. But again, like you've always been saying, it's a work in progress.
And also, too, I think if D-Wade wanted to make everyone happy along with LeBron is if those guys could get in the post a little bit more. It seems like right now everything's off the dribble. When they play good team defense and they get steals, they get out in transition, we see the highlights, we see the alley-oop dunks. But in the half-court set, you want to see more movement and more back screens.
Did see LeBron in the post a little bit in the early going. Some folks have been calling for that, perhaps his own coaching staff as well. And they shoot 50%. And they get the win. They are 6-4 through 10 games. It's not exactly a disaster in South Florida so far.
It's still too early.
And there are 72 games left to go.